How can a book written over 1,400 years ago still feel like it's talking to me today? I used to scroll through my days like they were all the same. Wake up, check the phone, work, eat, sleep. I wasn't unhappy, but I wasn't really alive either. Until one night, I came across a verse. Not because I was looking for it, but because maybe it was looking for me. This video isn't a lecture. I'm not here to preach. I just want to share why, in a world full of change, I found something timeless. A voice from an ancient book that somehow speaks louder than ever. Let's start with something simple, something we all face in this noisy world. The struggle to do what's right when everything around us is otherwise. I used to think doing the right thing was simple. You know, just be honest, be kind, be fair. Until I entered the real world, where being honest can cost you a promotion, where kindness is mistaken for weakness, where fairness, well, it depends who's in power. And in that chaos, I started asking myself, should I just go with the flow, blend in, play the game like everyone else? But then I stumbled on this verse. It said, "Oh, you who believe, stand firmly for justice, even if it is against yourselves or your parents and relatives." Qur'an 4, verse 135. Wait, even if it's against myself? That hit hard, because most of the time I wasn't fighting others. I was fighting my own excuses. That one verse, it didn't just tell me to be good. It reminded me why it's hard and why it still matters. Then came another question. If the Qur'an really is timeless, then what does it say about something deeper, like who we are and how we see each other? Because, let's be honest, the world teaches us to judge fast, by skin color, by income, by how many followers someone has. You walk into a room, and before you even speak, you're already categorized. Rich or poor, pretty or plain, useful or invisible. And sometimes I found myself doing the same, not out loud, but in my head. And that scared me. Then I found this. O mankind, we created you from a male and a female and made you into nations and tribes so that you may know one another. Verily, the most honored of you in the sight of God is the most righteous among you. Quran 49, verse 13, not the richest, not the loudest, not the most followed, the most righteous. That verse, it tore down every fake standard I had absorbed. It didn't just correct society. It corrected me, because all my life I was told to stand out, be unique, be someone. But here, it was telling me something else. You're already someone. The question is, what are you standing for? And that changed the way I looked at people and the way I looked at myself. After that, I started seeing things differently, not just the world, but my place in it. I began to realize the Quran wasn't shouting at me. It wasn't throwing rules at my face. It was inviting me to pause, to think, to question what I've been blindly following, and most of all, to clean the lens I've been using to judge others and myself. Because maybe the real struggle isn't between us and the world, but between who we are and who we were meant to be. I still mess up. I still fall short. But now I fall with awareness, and I rise with something to hold on to. It's strange. The more I read, the more it feels like I'm not discovering something new. I'm remembering something I was always meant to know. So no, the Quran isn't outdated. It's not out of touch. It's just quiet, and in a world this loud, sometimes the truth doesn't scream. It waits, patiently, until you're ready to hear it. It doesn't promise a life without struggle, but it gives meaning to the struggle. It doesn't remove the weight, but it teaches you how to carry it with dignity. And maybe that's what makes it timeless. Not because it changes with the world, but because it helps you stay grounded while the world keeps changing. There's a verse I keep coming back to, especially on days when everything feels too much. And we have certainly sent down in the Quran that which is healing and mercy for the believers. Qur'an 17, verse 82. Healing, not just for the body, but for the restless heart, the confused mind, the tired soul, because maybe what we need isn't always something new. Sometimes it's something ancient, but true, a reminder, a whisper, a light, not ahead of us, but within us. You don't have to understand everything today, but if a single verse can make you pause, maybe that's not weakness. Maybe that's where the healing begins.